Former US President Donald Trump to be arraigned in Manhattan court in 2016 hush money case. Ladies and gentlemen, major political face-off has broken out in West Bengal over the violence. Trinamool Congress and BJP have come all out against each other, levelling all kinds of allegations. Trinamool Congress says BJP is calling goons all the way from Bihar. BJP has now demanded centre's intervention. But who exactly is responsible for the tensions in Bengal? A quick recap of all that we know so far. It all started with the Ram Navami procession. Now, this is what the Trinamool Congress has to say. They say that there was a dedicated route that was permitted by the West Bengal police, but that route wasn't really taken. In fact, they say that communally sensitive areas were being visited by those who were participating in the procession. And not just that, they're also raising this entire question as to how exactly were weapons allowed in a Ram Navami procession. Now, this has been countered by the Bharatiya Janata Party. They say that political instructions have now been given to the West Bengal police to basically target the Hindus. Take a look at the developments and then we debate. So who exactly is responsible for it? The BJP has upped the ante. Joining us on the burning question tonight is Dilip Ghosh, parliamentarian and the National Vice President of BJP, joining us from Kolkata. Mr. Dilip Ghosh, thank you very much for speaking to Republic TV. सीधा सवाल आपसे करना चाहूँगा। तृणमूल कांग्रेस ये कहती है कि 2014 से पहले दिलीप घोष ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ। ममता बनर्जी ये कहती है कि कहीं ना कहीं बीजेपी इसके पीछे है, क्योंकि इससे पहले कोई भी ऐसे हिंदू त्योहार के वक्त कभी भी राइट्स नहीं हुए। और सीधा सवाल ये उठा रही है कि रामनवमी के प्रोसेशन के समय कुछ लोग गन का इस्तेमाल कर रहे थे, उसके बारे में आप क्या कहेंगे?
देखिए, पहली बात तो यह है, मैं 2012 से और इस प्रकार शोभा यात्रा में भाग ले रहा हूं। जहां परसों मैं था उपस्थित रिषड़ा में, वहां भी इसके पहले मैं गया। बिल्कुल सही है, कभी गड़बड़ नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन हिंसा नहीं होता है। हर साल दुर्गा पूजा विसर्जन में गड़बड़ होता है, कहीं ना कहीं मूर्ति तोड़ दिया जाता है। मुहर्रम और विसर्जन एक दिन होता है तो मुहर्रम को चालू किया जाता है और दसवीं का विसर्जन बंद किया जाता है, और कोर्ट से परमिशन लेके लोग विसर्जन करते हैं, और हर साल गड़बड़ होता है। नहीं होता ऐसी बात नहीं है, लेकिन इस बार पूरा देश में हो रहा है, इसका भी चिंता की बात है। 5-7 स्टेट्स में हुआ है और एक दिन में होकर वहाँ की सरकार कंट्रोल की है। लेकिन बंगाल में क्यों 5 दिन से चल रहा है हिंसा? इसके पीछे क्या है? भारतीय जनता पार्टी पूरा देश में है, सत्ता में है, केंद्र में है, राज्यों में है, इसलिए बीजेपी कहीं कर दिया ऐसा नहीं है। और जब ये लोग संभाल नहीं पाते तब बोलते हैं बाहर से आदमी लाया था। चाहे दुर्गा पूजा विसर्जन हो, चाहे शोभा यात्रा हो, या तो फिर हम लोग कोई जुलूस करते हैं, बोले दूसरे प्रदेश से लोग लाए थे। चुनाव जीतने के बाद भी बोलते हैं।
दिलीप घोष जी, 2018 में पुरुलिया में जब राम नवमी की प्रोसेशन हो रही थी, ये कहा जा रहा था कि सरकार ने साफ तरीके से कहा था कि कोई भी वेपन्स के इस्तेमाल आप नहीं कर सकते। इसके बावजूद ये देखा गया कि उस समय भी कई लोग वेपन लेके घूम रहे थे और कुछ प्रोसेशन में आप खुद शामिल थे। सवाल ये उठता है कि दिलीप घोष जी, आप सवाल उठा सकते हैं, सरकार के सवाल उठा सकते हैं क्योंकि आप ऑपोजिशन पार्टी में हैं और जायज आप वो सवाल उठाएंगे, पर ये बताइए कि क्या ये जायज है कि रामनवमी के प्रोसेशन के वक्त कुछ लोग बंदूक लेके घूमते हैं और कहीं ना कहीं आपको उसमें कोई एतराज नहीं लग रहा?
कोई कहीं पर बंदूक लेके ना घूमता है, ना कोई इजाजत है। गन लेके, गैरकानूनी हथियार लेके कहीं घूमने का पद्धति नहीं है। और रामनवमी आज नहीं, सैकड़ों हजारों साल से हो रहा है। ये पार्टी सत्ता में नहीं थी, पार्टी नहीं थी, और उस समय से ट्रेडिशनल वेपन्स लेके लोग घूमते हैं, गदा, तलवार, लाठी, ये पद्धति है। अखाड़ा निकलता है हजारों पूरा देश में, कोई नई बात नहीं है। लेकिन आज की जो बात हो रही है, कहीं कोई हथियार नहीं था। हमने खुद बोला था बिना परमिशन का नहीं है और हथियार लेके किसी को अलाउ नहीं है। मैं ये इतना बोल सकता हूं, जहां भी मैंने भाग लिया, एक भी प्रोसेशन में कोई हथियार नहीं था। इन लोगों ने कहीं का वीडियो लाकर किसी को पकड़ के लाके दिखाना चाहते हैं कि बाहर से आदमी लाए हैं। जो सरकार है उसका जो जिम्मेदारी लिया है, जो अनुमति दिया है, कानून व्यवस्था रखने का व्यवस्था उनका है। पूरा देश में कैसे चलता है? यहाँ दिनों दिन पथराव हो रहा है, आगजनी हो रही है, दुकान लूटा जा रहा है। हावड़ा में एक दिन गड़बड़ हुआ, दूसरे दिन हजारों लोग रास्ता में उतर गए हैं।
आपकी सरकार कहती है कि तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति नहीं होनी चाहिए, सबका साथ सबका विकास की बात करते हैं, पर कहीं ना कहीं आपके बीजेपी के जितने भी अधिकारी बंगाल में हैं वो कहते हैं कि कहीं ना कहीं एक समुदाय का पक्ष लिया जा रहा है, सरकार एक समुदाय को सपोर्ट कर रही है और कहीं ना कहीं हिंदुओं के खिलाफ है। क्या आपको नहीं लगता है कि आप भी कहीं ना कहीं तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं आपके लिए फायदेमंद होता है, क्योंकि वो हिंदू वोट बैंक को आप कंसोलिडेट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं बंगाल में?
नहीं, देखिए, ये कॉम्प्लेन है, हम आरोप कर रहे हैं, क्यों हम दावा कर रहे हैं क्योंकि यहाँ 30% भी मुसलमान नहीं है। बंगाल में ईद में 2 दिन छुट्टी होती है और 70% से ऊपर हिंदू है। उनका रामनवमी में छुट्टी नहीं होता है, बल्कि उसी दिन ममता बनर्जी धरना देती है और हिंदू समाज को, बीजेपी को गाली देती है। जिस दिन दुर्गा पूजा की विसर्जन होने वाली है, हजारों साल की ट्रेडिशन है, विजयादशमी के बाद विजयादशमी के दिन विसर्जन होती है, और उस दिन अगर मुहर्रम आता है तो विजयादशमी में विसर्जन को पूरा बैन करके पूरा बंगाल में और मुहर्रम का जुलूस निकालने के लिए अनुमति दिया जाता है। उसके लिए कोर्ट में जाना पड़ता है। दुर्गा पूजा करने की अनुमति नहीं दी जाती, उसके लिए कोर्ट में जाना पड़ता है। गंगा आरती होने वाला था, पूरा देश में गंगा आरती हो रहा है, जगह जगह जहां गंगा घाट है। हमारे अध्यक्ष गए गंगा आरती कर, उसको पुलिस ने रोका और 7 दिन के बाद ममता बनर्जी जाके गंगा आरती करती है। आप बोलिए, इसको आप क्या बोलेंगे? एपीसमेंट बोलेंगे? कौन एपीसमेंट कर रहा है? सरकार की जिम्मेदारी तो कम से इतना है, सबका धार्मिक अधिकार को रक्षा करे। कानून व्यवस्था का समस्या होगा तो देखने का जिम्मेदारी उनका है।
एक आखिरी सवाल,
उसका ऊपर कंडीशन दे, कंडीशन नहीं मानने से केस लगाए।
एक आखिरी सवाल करना चाहूंगा, क्योंकि लोग ये कहते हैं कि हर बार जब दिलीप घोष कोई जुलूस निकालते हैं, हर वक्त उस समय पथराव आप ही के रैली पे या आप ही के कॉन्वॉय के ऊपर होता है। एक सवाल वो बनता है। दूसरी बात यह है कि क्या आप साफ तरीके से कह रहे हैं कि तृणमूल कांग्रेस हिंदू समाज के खिलाफ है और आप मुसलमानों के खिलाफ है?
एक बात है, देश में सब जगह जुलूस हो रहे, हजारों जगह। दिलीप घोष 1-2 जगह था, उसमें संयोग से जहां कभी नहीं हुआ वहां भी पथराव किया गया, वो भी मस्जिद से। हजारों लोग तितर बितर हो गए, सर फूटा, हमारा एमएलए का सर फूट गया है। इसलिए दिलीप घोष जाने से ऐसा होता है, ऐसा नहीं। दिलीप घोष ने बहुत जगह शुरू भी किया है, उस समय में राजनीति नहीं था। और आज जो एपीसमेंट की बात हो रही है, सारे हम देखते हैं लोग, ममता बनर्जी की स्टेटमेंट देख लीजिए, क्या बात कर रहे हैं। हिंदू विरोधी नहीं है तो रामनवमी के दिन क्यों धरना देते हैं? कम से कम आप खुद खड़ा होकर कानून व्यवस्था देखिए। 4 दिन से आग जल रहा है, क्यों नहीं हो गए?
उन्होंने
पहुंच गए हैं।
ममता बनर्जी हिंदू समाज के खिलाफ, तो पर क्या आप मुख्यमंत्री के बयानों को कहीं ना कहीं तोड़ मरोड़ की, क्या आप ममता बनर्जी के बयानों को तोड़ मरोड़ने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं? क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं लोग ये सवाल उठा रहे कि आप और मुख्यमंत्री दोनों के बीच में, लड़ाई के बीच में आम जनता को काफी सारा नुकसान हो रहा है, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं आप लोग अपने वोट बैंक की चिंता कर रहे हैं।
रामनवमी का शोभा यात्रा निकालना वोट के लिए नहीं है। ये हमारे परंपरा है, सैकड़ों साल से है, हम उसमें भागीदारी लेते हैं। बीजेपी कहीं ऑर्गेनाइज नहीं करता है। और मैं एक हिंदू के नाते क्या मुझे अधिकार नहीं है कि रामनवमी के जुलूस में मैं भाग लूं? ममता बनर्जी जाके रेड रोड में नमाज पढ़ सकती हैं और मुसलमान ना हुए भी, और इफ्तार पार्टी में जा सकते हैं दिन भर खाना खा के, वो अपना उनकी इच्छा, हो कहाँ जाएंगे। लेकिन मुझे पूरा अधिकार है हिंदू उत्सव में भाग लेने के लिए। क्या बंगाल में 70% हिंदू का अधिकार नहीं है? जुलूस निकाले, शोभा यात्रा करे, दुर्गा पूजा विसर्जन करे, उसमें पथराव होगा? इतना सुरक्षा नहीं दे पाएंगे? क्या बांग्लादेश बन गया है क्या? उसके बाद फिर हिंदुओं को दोषारोपित आरोपित करते हैं, उन्हीं पर केस डालते हैं, उनका नेताओं को आप बदनाम करते हैं, समाज को बदनाम करते हैं। ये अधिकार किसने दिया है? इसका विरोध हम करते हैं और आगे भी करेंगे।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद दिलीप घोष रिपब्लिक टीवी से बात करने के लिए। लेट्स नाउ ओपन अप द डिबेट विद प्रियंका टिब्रूवाल ऑफ the BJP. Joining us, Deshratan Nigam, Jaiprakash Majumdar of the Trinamool Congress, and Parimal Kumar of the JDU joining us on this debate. We've had the BJP version. Let's quickly first get the Trinamool Congress version on this entire matter. I'll begin with Jaiprakash Majumdar. Jaiprakash Majumdar, we've asked direct questions to the Bharatiya Janata Party. Was this some sort of an appeasement politics? And the fact of the matter is, the question was, before 2014, your party says that no riots were taking place. It's only because BJP has come to power. You've been in that party for a while. I'll ask this question to you from the Trinamool Congress. Has the government somewhere down the line failed in taking control of the situation? Let's be very honest, Jaiprakash Majumdar, that at the end of the day, because of the bitter rivalry between the Trinamool Congress and the BJP, it is the people of West Bengal, it is the people of West Bengal who are suffering and the state is burning. And somewhere down the line, you are in power, you need to be answerable. We seem to be having some problem with Jaiprakash Majumdar. We'll try and reconnect with him. Let me just take this question with Parimal Kumar. Parimal Kumar, this debate is not only about what's really happening in the state of West Bengal. It's happened in your state too. And you are equally responsible because we have seen what's happened in Bihar Sharif. The fact of the matter is that you've not been able to control the situation. I want a quick comment from you. Jaiprakash Majumdar, I'll just come back to you because I've taken that question also to the JDU, because the same sort of situation panning out in Nalanda, in Bihar Sharif. So this question needs to be asked. Has the state government completely failed in containing the situation, Parimal Kumar?
Why you, along with BJP, is raising the issue that government has failed totally. Okay, you should know that this small government is very serious and much concerned about this issue. When the matter came into light, the government immediately taken the action, deployed a large number of paramilitary forces and RPF. Okay. And the government is conducting vigilance over all these activities.
Parimal Kumar, sorry, I'm interrupting you. Sorry, I'm interrupting you. It seems like your video line there seems to be some problem with your video line. We'll try and get that corrected. Let me just quickly take in Jaiprakash Majumdar. Jaiprakash Majumdar, you heard what Dilip Ghosh had to say. We've asked him the direct question whether they are responsible for that appeasement politics, the fact that there have been people who were carrying guns. But at the end of the day, if you were aware, if the Chief Minister of West Bengal was aware that something was amiss and there was a larger conspiracy at play, why wait till the time the procession was taking place? Why not make preventive detention? Why did you not act in keeping in mind the law and order situation?
I will tell you the idea of appeasement politics of at least West Bengal BJP. Mamata Banerjee took out one very popular project called Lakhir Bhandar. That is for some money to all the female of Bengal. And Lakshmi is a Hindu name. Then BJP said that Mamata Didi is appeasing Hindus. For Kanyashree program, BJP said Mamata Bandyopadhyay appeasing the girl students. For Imam Bhata, Imam लोग को लिए जो दिया जाता है, इसलिए then they said it is minority appeasement. But Mamata Bandyopadhyay said, I am appeasing everybody, all population of Bengal. I am doing work for all of them. That is Mamata Banerjee. I am coming to present problem. that BJP since last 4 or 5 years, for your information, I was in BJP, I was vice president of BJP state unit. I know how plan is to be made before Ram Navami, just after 2016. RSS people and BJP people used to make elaborate program that how the peace of the state will be disturbed with taking weapon in hand and going in front of the masjid, and DJ cars will be there, slogan shouting, and if they retaliate, if the Muslims are going to retaliate,
Jayaprakash Majumdar.
then no, let me finish one line. If they retaliate, we will blame the state administration, and with that we will go to the center asking them for imposition of precedence rule. This is a well-made, every year same pattern. Last year also same pattern, year before last same pattern, this year also same pattern. This is the...
So, as I understand, Jayaprakash Majumdar, for Priyanka Tibrewal, as they say, Priyanka Tibrewal, for your party is, aap chronology ko samjhiye. Because you want to come to power, you want to consolidate the Hindu votes, because that's where you feel your power lies. You believe that if you discredit the Mamata government, perhaps you have a chance of coming to power in the state of West Bengal. I'll ask you very direct questions. You've been in that state for a very long time, Priyanka Tibrewal.
First of all,
before 2014 have you really
I'm just
seen
showing a mirror to
processions
TMC.
that were carried out in this manner? Okay. Priyanka, just ask. I'm the moderator. I'll ask you the question.
Very
you can
clearly,
what Jayaprakash Majumdar had to say. I'm asking this question because you're a resident. You're a resident of the state of West Bengal. Please be honest. Before 2014, when did you really see this kind of violence actually taking place when it comes to Ram Navami processions? You can raise the questions of the conduct of the CPM cadres. Today, Mamata Banerjee says that CPM cadres have joined BJP. That is the reason why the same situation. Before 2014, when did you see that? And please tell me, in Ram Navami processions...
Now let me tell you, since this government came to power, allow me to speak. Since this government came to power, there have been number of riots on number of occasions, not just Ram Navami. I am telling you, allow me to finish, please. I just started. Whether it is Hooghly, whether it is places in Havra, there were number of riots which have been witnessed by everyone on the television. Even on Saraswati Puja, even on Lakshmi Pujan, there were people from a particular community who used to come and destroy the idols of these goddesses, and it has been come on various news. Now Mr. Majumdar, he has said, this kind of ludicrous thing I've been hearing, and it's, very uncanny. Why I will tell you, they are saying that people and outsiders, they came, and what did they do? They took shelter in Muslim locality, in the houses of Muslim people. They went on the roof and they threw and pelted stones. Now, is it believable that outsiders went to the houses of Muslims and from there they pelted stones and bombs? Is it believable? Not at all. Mr. Jayaprakash Majumdar was just speaking about everything. See, we all know that in 2021, when he contested, he was kicked hardly by the Muslims and he fell in a gutter. He fell in a gutter. That is the reason that they say that we will. That is the reason that they say that हम लोग दूध देने वाले गाँव की लात खाएंगे.
I did not. It's a lie.
Let's not do this.
I did not contest 2021.
Talking over each other makes no sense.
From Krishnanagar, in a by-election on the BJP ticket, he contested and lost.
1 minute. Priyanka Tibrewal and Jayaprakash Majumdar. 1 minute, both of you. Please understand. I'll give each one of you the chance to respond. But I'll ask this question to Priyanka Tibrewal. Trinamool Congress today says that the person who has been arrested, who was carrying that weapon, there is an association with the Bharatiya Janata Party. Jayaprakash Majumdar, am I correct? This is what your party has to say? That the person who was arrested with the gun was arrested from the state of Bihar, carries a gun, and in fact they say that he was seen with Shukanto also. Now that's an allegation that the Trinamool Congress is making. Do you accept that?
Well, then Mamata Banerjee should be arrested right away because there are pictures of Arpita, the one who is now in the charges of corruption inside the jail. There are a number of pictures and videos of Mamata Banerjee with her, where Mamata Banerjee is applauding her for the great work.
You're a learned...
So that is the reason I'm saying they have to
Priyanka,
substantiate their claims, whatever they are making.
Okay. Okay, let
Can
me just
I-
broad base this a little bit because this is not only about the state of West Bengal. Jayaprakash, I'll allow you to respond, but let me also quickly get in Parimal Kumar. He's also been waiting patiently for a very long time.
30
And
seconds.
let me broad base this.
Priyanka's.
Okay, you take 30 seconds and respond to what Priyanka, but I'll also bring in Parimal Kumar because I need to, the question here is not only about what is happening in West Bengal, it seems that it's almost become a pattern. Asauddin Owaisi has hit out at the JDU and the RJD saying that you've not been able to protect the masjids in the state of Bihar. So I'll take that question, but Jayaprakash Majumdar, substantiate the claims that you are making is what Priyanka said.
Look, Priyanka, she also knows about this person, Sumit Shaw. He used to come to the head office of BJP. He stays in Salkia. He was taken into the fold of RSS doing shakhas and he used to participate in BJP rallies. Everyone knows him. Sumit Shaw is a young chap. And if she says, I don't know, it's a ridiculous
you
thing.
both can
We know
keep,
him.
you both can keep continuing. Okay, we got. Okay, you've given the proof. You've given the proof.
When an investigation is on, the chief minister says
Priyanka,
that Muslims are being attacked. They should be safeguarded.
Don't shift the goalpost,
that perhaps
Priyanka.
Jayaprakash
Don't
Majumdar, I
shift
have
the
one more
goalpost.
question to ask. When you say Muslim area, no, 1 minute.
When?
Jayaprakash
That is what
Majumdar,
I'm saying. How a
Jayaprakash,
biased
let's be
chief
very
minister,
clear.
a
When you make
vindictive
1
chief
minute,
minister
Priyanka,
says
when you make a statement that this is Muslim area, this is Hindu area, this is communally sensitive, don't go here, don't go that. What are we really talking about? It's our country. We are free to go wherever we want. But I'll come to that in a while from now. But let me just bring in Parimal Kumar. He's been
That
waiting
should be
there for a long
explained to
time.
the chief
Parimal
minister
ji,
of West Bengal.
Asauddin Owaisi has now hit out. No, I'll take that also. I'll take that. But Parimal Kumar, Asauddin Owaisi is now hit out. Says that you have completely failed. Forget about the BJP saying. Even Asauddin Owaisi is now hitting out. It's saying that you're not being able to even protect the masjids in the state of Bihar. The fact of the matter is that when your state was burning, your chief minister was busy in an iftar party.
See, as far as the question of Bihar is concerned, Bihar is the land of secular people, okay? And this land is known for communal harmony, and this is the land of peace. This gives message at the global level. This is the land of Mahavir and Gautam Buddha, okay? But at the same time, I will say that you see the track record of my honorable chief minister since last 17 years, there was rarely any instance of such type. And this incident is shameful. This is crime against humanity. Whoever is indulged in a matter of investigation, and government is very much concerned about to investigate all this. So, but one important aspect which is objectionable on behalf of the party is BJP is trying to utilize and get political mileage over this inhuman activity. Okay. Whether it is responsibility of any political party to instigate the issue, you see it is a matter of investigation. Whoever is indulged, you cannot say without conducting proper investigation whether the person who were indulged in conducting right were either Muslim or Hindu. I'm not going in detail about this process because this is a matter of investigation. But the way the BJP leaders are putting the fact and trying to mislead the condition, actually you see yesterday, one of important MP of BJP, Giriraj Singh, given a statement कि मेरे हिंदू भाई ने कभी तजिया पर पत्थरबाजी नहीं की. What is the meaning of this? Actually, you see, BJP tried to destroy the basic feature of the constitution. They are trying to run the governance on the communal line. Whereas my government, Bihar government, is known for. Actually, my chief minister's good governance is based on zero tolerance against communal. There is no place for communism in the land of Bihar. This is rare fact.
If your chief minister,
and at the same time, I am raising one important. Let me complete. You see, when Marisa came here, you know that the situation is not is violent there, and it is the responsibility of every political party to try to maintain and restore the normal condition. But Amit Shah tried to conducted Samrat Ashok Yanti in Nalanda. Whether it was the legal act at this junction when in charge.
How is the Home Minister responsible
I'm
for
giving
it?
question. Actually, you see, no, actually, government
Is it-
never responsible. You see,
Is it an
government rule
easy
of
way
law
out?
prevail in Bihar.
You know, Parimal Kumar, I'm sorry I
of-
have to interrupt you. Let me also quickly bring in Deshratan Nigam. Deshratan Nigam, you've heard the two opposition parties nationally, the Trinamool Congress and the JDU. Do you believe somewhere down the line that perhaps it's an easy way of looking at it, that since the BJP is in the opposition in these two states, they're basically trying to create a situation that they are able to go back to the public and say that, look here, that this government is not
BJP is
capable,
trying to get
they cannot
mileage
run the
for this
government.
too.
It is only when we are in power that we'll be able to take care of you. And somewhere down the line, there is a pattern that is basically emerging. Every opposition state, opposition ruled state, there seems to be a law and order situation, and they are saying that the BJP wants to create this. Do you think that this is an easy way out?
Shravan, in fact, if you look at the pattern in West Bengal, look at when the post-poll violence took place and even pre-poll violence, exact argument that the outsiders are involved was put before the West Bengal Kolkata High Court, which was rejected, and the investigation was taken out from the West Bengal government and given to CBI. Severe interdiction of West Bengal government had taken place, and then when a chief minister says there are Muslim areas and do not venture into Muslim areas, this was last heard in 1947-46 when the Direct Action Day was called by Muslim League. So remember, that kind of sentiments are being stroked again by the politicians in this country. And that is what is very shocking. And people sitting on this panel
Okay.
are justifying that. There are no Muslim areas. Please remember that. And to say that, and there is one,
And that's
cleric who has
the key
justified
point.
Violence, Maulana Pirzada Nazimuddin.
That's a key point, Deshratan Nigam.
Let me just finish,
Right.
Shravan.
You know,
Yes,
go ahead,
Yes,
Mr.
go
Nigam.
on. No, what I'm saying is, Shravan is...
Mr. Nigam, just quickly make your point. We are running short of time, that's why.
See, one of the Maulanas in Havda, Maulana Pirzada Nazimuddin Hussain, justified this violence and carnage. That why do you have to go into Muslim areas during, this Ramzan? So this is the justification the Maulanas are giving.
So that,
and the
that's
appeasement
a
is very
valid
clear
point.
out there.
I just want... Okay, just a quick point, 20 seconds each. Priyanka to 20 seconds and Jaiprakash Majumdar 20 seconds. But Jaiprakash Majumdar, this is the question I asked you also. Deshratan Nigam is also asking you, why this Muslim area, Hindu area, not allowed to go here, not allowed to go there? Why would you make that? Because somewhere down the line, you are also setting a wrong precedent by making these kind of statements. A quick point from you, 20 seconds and 20 seconds, Priyanka.
This is after independence. It has happened many times. I just will give Mr. Nigam one incident he must be remembering. 2020 Northeast Delhi riots, 55 people lost their life. Amit Shah was in charge of the law and order of Delhi, and they have dictated these are the Muslim areas, and no one,
Okay.
including the parliamentarian,
Okay,
cannot go
Priyanka.
inside that thing. What
Okay,
you are talking?
Priyanka.
Muslim area,
Have you read
Hindu
the
area.
reports?
Amit
Have you
Shah
read the
says
reports?
Hindu
Have you
area.
read the
Arab
reports?
Nigam,
Okay,
Mr.
Priyanka,
Nigam,
Deshratan Nigam,
trying to
I just want Priyanka to respond. Priyanka,
Priyanka,
Jaiprakash Majumdar, you made your point. You made your point. Just
So when a chief minister of a state, when a chief minister of a state herself says that, during... That's what I'm saying. When the chief minister of a state herself says that, you have to protect the Muslims during Ramzan, and the direct indication is on the Hindus that please protect them. What does that mean? Who's going to protect the Hindus? Because she's standing there. Abhishek Banerjee says that why do you want to do so many rallies on Ram Navami? That is the question which is being asked to the Hindus. A minority minister has been removed from the TMC just because they lose.
Priyanka, Jaiprakash Majumdar, don't do this. We are really running short of time.
They lose and
Okay.
they change their
Jayaprakash Majumdar, please don't do this. Please don't do this. 1 minute. You know, we can continue with this debate. I'm sorry, I'm really running short of time, so I had to cut you short. Deshratan Nigam, sincere apologies. I couldn't come much to you, but thank you very much, Paribal Kumar, Priyanka Tibrewal, as well as Jayaprakash Majumdar on joining us on the burning question. On the other side, the trending burning question.
Indicted in a hush money case, the former US President Donald Trump in New York ahead of the historic arraignment on hush money. Security increased in New York amidst Trump's surrender. Protesters warn not a playground for your misplaced anger. New York judge rules no video cameras to be allowed in the courtroom when Trump will be making an appearance. One dead, at least 30 injured as a train derails near The Hague. One carriage ended up into field next to the tracks. Massive blaze engulfs a clothing market in Dhaka. No casualties have been reported. South Korean, US and Japanese navies continue anti-submarine drills to boost their coordination against increasing North Korean missile threats.
Right ahead of the state assembly elections in Karnataka, it is a major embarrassment for the Congress party. Congress MLA Puttaranga Shetty was gherawed by angry citizens. The incident happened on the first day of election campaigning. The Congress MLA faced the ire of the people in Shivapura in Chamarajanagar district. The people were miffed against the MLA for not responding to their calls. This after electricity was cut often by Bescom and people were forced to celebrate in the darkness. The people also accused the MLA for not building any community hall in the constituency. The incident comes just ahead of the elections. Karnataka will go to polls on the 10th of May. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
It's the biggest political fight in the state of Bengal, where Mamata Banerjee says BJP goons are behind the riots. The BJP instead is accusing Mamata of vote bank politics. Also, an NIA team is in Kannur right now to investigate the Kerala attack. A suspect has been detained from the state of Uttar Pradesh.
Trending burning question, powered by General Air Conditioners.
Well, hello and welcome, viewers. I am Aishwarya Kapoor and you are watching the Trending Burning Question. And one thing which is trending for sure, and India will make sure that it's not burning, is what China wants. China, this is not for the first time, and I'm sure that this is not for the last time as well, that China wants and has deliberately tried to provoke India. Yes, you are hearing me clear. Provoke India. China, twice prior, their different ministries. However, they want to name their ministries, it's their case, but they come out with these documents, which they call are their official documents, which they claim in their documents, viewers, and please listen to me very carefully, that territories which lie in the geographical boundaries of India belong to them. Yes, it's not going to be a surprise to most of you, because China has done that twice prior officially. And you know, it's a message. Whenever they have done this prior, they follow it up with military action. At least that has been the pretext. That is what they try to do. But Government of India on both the occasions and even prior to that has conveyed unequivocally that under no circumstance the Government of India is going to accept this stand and the mere attempt of the Chinese government to claim any territory, even an iota of Indian land. But it's the Chinese. It's the Chinese. What else can I say? They like to provoke everyone. Or is provoke a really small word? Is it? Post-COVID, because you see, nothing can be seen separately. The whole strategy of China is very different to any other country in the world. Any other country. It will openly support a terror state like Pakistan and openly protect a terrorist by using their veto power. That's the China. So what are we expecting from them? But the larger question is, how do you control this? India for sure does not want a military solution to this. But is China really pushing us? That's the debate. But first a special report, and then I have two very distinguished guests on the debate today.
Day after China provoked in Arunachal Pradesh by renaming stunt, the Vadra Congress has come forward to amplify Beijing's point. They have blamed the centre for what they call PM's clean chit to China.
It's a Prime Minister who should answer, and as a head of the country, he should answer. In all capacity, he should answer. And that's why Khargeji has asked that, of course, Prime Minister should come out on it. And of course, Prime Minister's stand has emboldened China.
The BJP hit back at Congress's move of giving clean chit to China.
डोकलाम की घटना हुई, चीन की ओर से अतिक्रमण करने का प्रयास जब हुआ, हमारी सेना के जवानों ने मुंह तोड़ जवाब उसको दिया, लेकिन भारत के बहुत लंबे समय तक जो सत्ता में पार्टी रही, उनका युवराज चीन को मुंह तोड़ जवाब देने की बजाय वो चीन के एम्बेसडर के साथ बैठकर सूप पी रहे थे, चाइनीज खाना खा रहे थे, उनके चाइनीज फंड लेकर अपनी राजीव गांधी फाउंडेशन को आगे बल देने का काम कर रहे थे.
India outrightly rejected China's claims, asserting that assigning invented names does not alter reality. But then why is Congress taking China on face value? Bureau Report, Republic TV.
Well, that's right. And on the debate, on the trending question, I have Mr. Deepak Vora, former diplomat, senior former IFS officer, and I have Pankaj Sharma on the other side, senior journalist and former media advisor to the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Mr. Kamal Nath. Pankaj Sharma and Deepak Vora, welcome. First question to you, Mr. Vora. Mr. Vora, this doesn't come up as a surprise, sir. Namaskar, Mr. Vora. This doesn't come as a surprise. But then how do you tackle China? Because China is openly saying that 2 land areas, 2 residential areas, 5 mountain peaks and 2 rivers which belong to India are theirs. And this is not for the first time. So how do you tackle such a government?
Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure to be on your amazing channel. You yourself are one of our best anchors. So thank you very much for the opportunity to talk to you and to learn from you. Who trusts China? Nobody. Not even the Chinese people themselves, and I'm talking of communist China. They tried cartographic aggression against India in the 1950s. They tried a military invasion in 1962, 2020, economic pressure since the new millennium, psychological force always. There's a very interesting story. If you permit me, I shall share it with you. The 1950s, we told them that their maps wrongly showed a lot of Indian territory as belonging to China. Those were the Bhai days. Those are Kuomintang, the old regime maps. The Communist Party replied, we have not had the time to check them. When they published their maps, even more Indian territory was shown as China's. They are liars, inveterate liars. They blew our trust.
Outrageous.
So, it's very, very clear that they cannot be trusted. Now, what have we done at this point of time? We have responded in three ways. First, we've said to the whole world through our statement that this is all bunkum. We don't accept it. Second, we've made it very clear to the Chinese. And third, which is most important, we've told the Chinese that we are very serious about protecting our borders. So our infrastructure is going to develop faster than it is developing anywhere in the country, our infrastructure on the border with China. Because as it is, the world is surprised at the pace of our infrastructure development. Northeast, it's going much faster. Let me also add just one more thing, that China's foreign policy, their ideas are sclerotic. They are unable to move ahead. They banned a T-shirt made by H&M or some other company saying that, the map of China is incomplete. The fellow said, look, I forgot to put a dot. They said, no, now our 9-dash line is an 8-dash line. All kinds of nonsense. Nobody believes them, not even their own people. Why do they do it? Sir, I would be tempted to say because they are idiots. The military in China tries to be diplomatic. The diplomats in China
But Mr.
Vora, warriors.
But Mr. Vora, as much as I would want to agree with you, sir, but sir, Mr. Vora, this is not Pakistan. We can't ridicule China. Pakistan can be ridiculed for sure, but China cannot.
Why can't we ridicule China,
but
sir?
Pankaj Sharma, why will the Congress say? No, I'll come back to you, sir. But Pankaj Sharma, why will the Congress say that it's BJP who's allowing China to do when we are openly daring them by saying we are going to have G20 summit meetings even in Arunachal Pradesh to make a point which Congress never did, that Arunachal was, is and will always be India's integral part, Pankaj Sharma.
Yeah. This rhetoric is going on for years. Every time. This is the third time when they have renamed Arunachal places. And we have issued this, this statement again. But can I make you, Aishwarya ji, and Mr. Deepak Vora ji, can I make you recall what happened 34 years ago? 34 years ago, an Indian Prime Minister visited China. And any Indian Prime Minister was visiting China after a gap of 34 years. So the Prime Minister was Rajiv Gandhi, and this visit was significant, not only because the Indian Prime Minister was reaching Beijing after 34 years. It was a major event because of the prevailing circumstances of that time. Mr. Vora must be recalling. I was very young parliamentary correspondent for Navarat Times those days. That was the time when Arunachal Pradesh was a union territory. A huge demand was there to grant it full statehood. China, of course, was agitating against any such move. And in the meantime, this Samdrong Chu crisis also intensified in Tawang Valley. Do you know what Rajiv Gandhi did a few days before landing in Beijing? He announced full statehood to Arunachal Pradesh and then reached China. This is the difference. Today we are busy with the rhetoric. No one came. And China is renaming our places in Arunachal Pradesh, constructing villages, making roads, bridges in our territory. And China is saying it is his province. It is the southern part of Tibet, and we stare at them helplessly with our paralyzed eyes. So this is the difference. So now they have renamed 11 places. And what are we doing? Our Ministry of External Affairs doing the ritual of, the move.
No, what do you want?
Outrightly reject the move by.
Pankaj Sharma, let me be very clear. How do you want? I'll ask this question to you first, and then I'm going back to Mr. Vora. Please tell me, what do you want? Should we declare war on China? Can India, or for that matter, any country in the world?
That's not the point. But
any country. We can't. We have to find a diplomatic way. You know that That is one thing, Pankaj Sharma, you and me, not only you and me, but even the Congress and the BJP would agree that you cannot have a military solution to this. As much as China may want a country which is under the question mark, Pankaj, that whether it created COVID would obviously can be expected out of such a country that they would want a military solution to this. But can India, or for that matter any country afford that? No, we don't want that. So how do you tackle this? What's your suggestion? Or what do you perceive should be done? And then I'll take the same question to the diplomat. Yeah.
See, military solution cannot be there. But these stereotype statements will also come. They also can't make any difference. They did it in November 2017 when Dalai Lama visited Arunachal. Then again in December 2021 when China's new land border law came into effect. Now after this G20 meeting, which you are mentioning, the science and technology delegates meeting in Itanagar. Again, they have published a list. And see, on all occasions, our response was ditto, integral part. Arunachal is our integral part. So, I mean, these rhetoric, these things also cannot do anything. You should not be seen as a weak country. If Narendra Bhai Modi is such a strong prime minister, he should take up these things with more seriousness.
Deepak Vora, same question. How do you tackle? Deepak Vora.
How would I react to this?
Sir.
Well, I heard our senior journalist, whom I respect greatly, saying that we should not be doing ritualistic things. Sir, obviously you know very little about diplomacy. A ritual is very, very important in diplomacy. We keep reasserting our claim and the world ultimately takes notice. Had we kept quiet, the Chinese would say, oh, well, these guys didn't doubt what we have said, therefore this belongs to us. No, sir, that's not what modern diplomacy is all about. I would recommend read Chanakya Niti, in which he says, assert your claims unequivocally. The second thing, sir, which I'd like to say, obviously we don't want to fight with China. We would like to resolve our disputes peacefully. Chinese don't want to fight with us, sir. We smashed them in Galwan, we smashed them in Tawang. They are not going to try this again. They are now trying cartographic aggression against us and changing the names of some villages and peaks, etc. in Arunachal Pradesh. It's an old game that they play. Their military pretends to be diplomats. Their diplomats try to be warriors. Both fail miserably, sir. Sir, I wouldn't give too much of credence to what the Chinese are doing. They do it. We do what we have to. We don't have to be reactive all the time. I mean, if you'll forgive me, sir, and may the good Lord forgive me, there is in Isaiah 41 in the Bible, the name of China is Sin, S-I-N, and the people there are called Sinla, the residents of that place. That's probably the most appropriate name for China, for communist China anyway. However, sir, let me just assure you, we are awake. We are alert. You can sleep comfortably because your military and your diplomats know what game the Chinese are playing. Mr. Aishwarya, the Chinese are predictably unpredictable. We know what they're up to.
So they're absolutely not only unpredictable, the strategy they have been following. And ever since post-COVID, Pankaj Sharma, I'll come to you, sir. Specifically, and I'm stressing on COVID. Why? You know why? Because it's coming again. And we all need to be precaution. Precaution is better than cure. And yes, India has been able to find the cure for COVID. But I'm just saying, a country which can go till such extents to create such a havoc around the world, or at least is in question mark. I am saying, they are deliberately doing this, Pankaj Sharma. You, me, Mr. Vora, all will agree for that they are deliberately doing it because they want to prove a point that we will not accept the claim of India. Well, they can do so. We don't care. But at the same point of time, we need to understand that China, with its supremacy over the economy and the trade and the business, is not like Pakistan, Pankaj Sharma, and I'm being very practical about it. We cannot just ridicule China like we do to Pakistan. No. I am not repeating anything. I am saying practically, am I wrong? No, practically, Pankaj Sharma, am I wrong? Can we ridicule China?
No, I'm not.
Can we ridicule China? We can't. But we have to tackle them in their own way. But you have to say to them, did I counter you when you said, Pankaj, did I counter you when you said that what Rajiv Gandhi did? Because that was the right thing at that point of time. And it took a lot of courage for the Indian Prime Minister then to do that. But I am saying that's the strategy which is required, that you tell them in their own way that listen, you can say what you want, but hello, the reality is this. And that's why the diplomat was saying, Deepak Voraji was saying, that it's important. Rituals are also important. You assert and you assert and you assert till the other understands. Pankaj Sharma.
See, rituals are very important, I agree. But my point is that Indian leadership should show some more strength. They should show some that they are strong.
What?
I mean, why China is repeating every time all this? Because tell me when Dalai Lama was given.
Please suggest.
When Dalai Lama was given asylum in India, tell me, and he was allowed to establish his government in exile. Do you think it was an easy step taken by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru? And what did we do 5 months back?
No.
We preferred to abstain on the resolution in the United Nations Human Rights Council calling for a debate on the human rights situation in Xinjiang region of China. So taking a stand against injustice should be our motto. When we show these kind of weaknesses, then China will repeatedly do all this. That is my point. Why don't you show some more strength?
No. I am sorry that the BJP leadership, Pankaj Sharma, is not showing the strength the way you would want. Mr. Deepak Vora, that the leadership of the BJP is not having private dinners with the family members of the Chinese envoys. I am sorry that the BJP leadership is not showing the strength by signing some document with the Chinese government, which the Congress did. Congress showed a lot of strength. I agree with you on that part. Yes, they signed a contract. What show of strength? Amazing. They had personal private dinners with family members and with their envoys. Wow, what show of strength. And then you even have parties with the Chinese envoys.
What is our government's stand on Xinjiang?
In third country. Wow, what show of strength. I am saying, no, Pankaj, I respect you. You are a senior general. This kind of show of strength, please understand, the country has seen through the facade. I'll only say this, Pankaj, I'll come back to you, but Deepak Vora first. Deepak Vora, your counter, sir.
So we are not trained to comment on the internal politics of any country. So whether it's this party or that, I shall not respond to that because that's not my bailiwick. However, what I'd like to tell Mr. Sharma, who's a very respected senior journalist, so we know what we are doing. This is not the India of 1962. I lost family in 1962. I was bereaved in 1962. I understand these jokers better than anybody else. Not a word of what they say can be believed. When their foreign minister, the new chap who's come from New York, says, oh, we want to be great buddies with India, we know what's coming. Soon as he says that, we have Tawang happening. When the new fellow says, we are now going to try and improve our relations with India, we have the maps coming. No, sir. We understand them so totally. They haven't got a new playbook. It's the old thing that they keep repeating. It's an old floppy that they keep playing. We are tired of hearing it. However, sir, let me assure you, Mr. Sharma, that we are not being reactive. We are being proactive. We will do what we believe is in our interest. People talk of China's comprehensive national power. Let me assure you, sir, in the India of 2023, we have comprehensive national willpower. And we know that we are destined to succeed in what we are doing. The world respects India today. Just a small example, sir. You know that we are the head of G20. But your Prime Minister says that I'm not just the president of G20. I would like to represent G200. That's all the countries of the world. This is the global image of India. This is the kind of respect that India has, sir. And let me assure you that whatever he tries, this Chinese fellow, he's not going to succeed. He doesn't have a friend in the world, not even Vladimir Putin, sir. That's a marriage of inconvenience. That's not going to last very long. So the issues or the bottom line is, let them do what they want. We will carry on in the direction that we are determined to go, which is the development of our border region. And we're not going to
Pankaj Sharma, final answer. Pankaj Sharma, final comments. Ending comments, Pankaj Sharma.
See,
Ending comments, Pankaj.
Not only me, but the general perception is that, India's foreign policy vis-a-vis China is not that successful. And we are not showing enough strength, which we should, in my opinion. That is what I can say. And this is the general perception.
What you can say is, what you can say is that India, irrespective of whatever the view of the Congress party and however you may want to encircle
I'm
the
not
present
expressing
BJP
Congress
government,
party's view.
we all can say today, Pankaj. I know that, and I never said that, Pankaj. I never say that, I know. Whenever I say senior journalist, and after that I add former media advisor to the former Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, Kamal Nath, who happens to be the senior most Congress leader at present. Right, Pankaj. But my point is the Congress or the BJP, irrespective, every Indian can say that unequivocally in one voice, from me to Deepak Vora to Pankaj Sharma, that every part, every inch of India is ours. Irrespective of whatever China may try to do. China has been trying to play a bully for the longest period of time I can remember, but they have failed. They failed then, they will fail now. Let there be no doubt about it. Thank you, both of you, Mr. Vora and Pankaj, for joining me on this debate. Thank you so much. That's the time I have. Don't go anywhere, viewers. Right after the break, the man himself, Arnab Goswami, on the debate at 9. And yes, he's asking the tough questions today to the West Bengal government, to Mamata Banerjee. Absolutely. When Mamata Banerjee is blaming the BJP, is the state government forgetting that the law and order is still a state subject? Arnab Goswami, right after the break, on the debate tonight. Thank you.
Right ahead of the state assembly elections in Karnataka, it is a major embarrassment for the Congress party. Congress MLA Puttaranga Shetty was gherraud by angry citizens. The incident happened on the first day of election campaigning. The Congress MLA faced the ire of the people in Shivapura in Chamarajanagar district. The people were miffed against the MLA for not responding to their calls. This after electricity was cut often by Bescom and people were forced to celebrate in the darkness. The people also accused the MLA for not building any community hall in the constituency. The incident comes just ahead of the elections. Karnataka will go to polls on the 10th of May. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
It's the biggest political fight in the state of Bengal, where Mamata Banerjee says BJP goons are behind the riots. The BJP instead is accusing Mamata of vote bank politics. Also, an NIA team is in Kannur right now to investigate the Kerala attack. A suspect has been detained from the state of Uttar Pradesh.
"18 days after Operation Amritpal was launched, Punjab police have locked Amritpal Singh's drug de-addiction centre.
18 days after the launch of Operation AP, Amritpal is still at large, but the drug de-addiction center that he was running under the garb of which he was radicalizing the youth has now been shut, and this was the center from where we earlier reported as well, but now it has been closed. All the associates of Amritpal have left this Gurudwara that was in the very near to his native village of Jalupur Kheda, and now this bears a deserted look. This was once used to be the place where Amritpal used to address not only his associates but also those who were coming here, and there are inputs that under the garb of drug de-addiction, Amritpal was running a syndicate of criminals and he was radicalizing them, those who were into the drugs, radicalizing them not only to have the arms training, because several of the videos have emerged where the arms and ammunition training was going on here, but also he was radicalizing them to prepare an army so that he can wage a war. This was what his plan was actually, but the action that was initiated by the Punjab police along with the central agencies, he's still at large. It has been more than 18 days, and now the drug de-addiction center, the so-called drug de-addiction center he was running, is closed. Or you will find that there are multiple locks that have been put in place. Also, all the places where these locks, where this place is, that have been locked, completely sealed. And this after the police have told them to clear this area because they had no doctor, they had no license to run this drug deal.
Political face-off over Bengal violence. Mamata blames BJP for Bengal violence. Who is responsible for the violence in Bengal? Debating tonight at 9 p.m.
आप सभी देश के जन जन तक सही सूचनाएं पहुंचाने में अहम भूमिका निभा रहे हैं। जब नेशन फर्स्ट होता है तब हमारे संकल्प भी बड़े होते हैं और उनको सिद्ध करने के प्रयास भी व्यापक होते हैं।
प्रधानमंत्री जी, हमने भी ठान लिया है, हमारा रिपब्लिक मीडिया नेटवर्क भी अपने कदम और भी तेज करेगा।
There's a mail that has been sent to you asking for help. Are you saying that there is no email? Boss, you cannot enter someone. Take me,
The biggest actions of the movements of various rank. We've killed the Prime Minister, the Chief Minister, generals of the army. These are all targeted killing.
I am willing to ask you certain questions, sir.
Yeah, I will do that.
I have a word.
You delete everything and then I'm going
to... Where is the question of recording, sir? Well, I'll show you, but why did you put your hand to my pocket? Why did you slap my phone?
Why were you arrested? Because it was a case, I believe, that was closed by the police itself. They're trying to stop us from reporting.
यहाँ पर लिखा गया है स्टैंड। इसी जगह से सचिन वाजे को बोला गया था खड़े रहने के लिए।
We are standing in the premise of a church right in the middle of Bucha. This is exactly what Ukraine is now calling it, a genocide that has been committed by the Russian troops.
Everybody has right to self-determine. If I say Punjab is a separate country, I have right to do it.
From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on The Debate. Arnab Goswami on The Debate at 9. Presented by Amity.